Yo, boxing first was good. What it do, man? Back on this undisputed. It been a minute on this motherfucker. Yeah, man. I see the 2K grind. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I definitely been on that grind. I decided to hop back on it, but don't wanna give up on undisputed. So gonna find ways of getting these streams in too.
Fighting under the candlelight. Welcome to Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, and he weighed in at an even 61 kg. Terrence Bud
All
Crawford,
right,
the
man. First fight on this
undisputed
motherfucker, and
lightweight
I can't
champion
remember how
of the
long. I don't
world. He
even when the
also
last time I
can
played.
crack at welterweight. One of the best.
I know that I ain't played it since I got 2K. Oh shit, we had an error. Did bro not want to do the mirror match? Yeah, I know I ain't played it since I got 2K. I feel like it was a bit of a minute before the end too. So probably a little bit over a week, maybe about a week and a half since I played this whole type shit. Shot gets out of here. Shot. All right, good round. Oh no, pooping boxing. Yeah, man. I can't just give all the way up on that type shit. So we back on it,
I
man.
love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just the same again.
Why was that a counter? Got me with that one. All right.
What are you doing? You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, and then get back out there.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. So just keep him on the end of his jab. Okay.
I got it. Good shot. All right.
All right, now you're switching off. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
Yeah, but after that. Stop, bro. Like that, bro. I feel like that's land. Okay, okay. I'm throwing too much. That's why I'm getting countered. That's on me. Slow it down. Slow it down. Probably his round. Slow it down, man.
Pretty, what
We
are
good
you
though.
doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You got all that work.
Got a little too confident. Slow it down. Ah, mm, mm. All right, that was a good round.
Come on, you're
Feel like I did enough, but
completely
it's definitely a good round. So we gotta lock in.
This fight.
Oh wow. That's right. Oh, that's oh, I ran. Bro, All right.
What was that? What are you doing? Right. Let's go out there and get your body.
Let's go.
All right. I done landed. Damn.
Okay, folks.
What y'all think about Bud Crawford WB shoot? Y'all heard about it? Yeah. I feel it came up the day it happened, shit, a couple days ago type shit. What we was talking about, just shows how corrupt all that shit is. Now when we talked about it, that was before I watched the little and what you call it, Bud Live or whatever, when he went live about the shit. Well, he was saying that the WBC was trying to charge him like 300K, when all of the other ones, agreed to the same price. WBC just wanted to be different type shit. Then at the end, he brought up how the dude was going for Canelo because like the president or whatever, the main office is in Mexico for the WBC. I do know that. So yeah, he was like, that's, on some shit like mad because he beat Canelo type. That's how you close the show, man. Bud was saying, Diesel was saying, it's because Bud don't plan on fighting that way no more. That's what I heard. That's definitely what I heard. But then when I watched the live that he did, I mean, if he paid for the other belts, why, you know what I mean? Then that kind of make it seem like it might be a little, some other reasons. But that was my first thought. But if he paid for any of the other belts, then it's obviously not just that simple. I just don't get why, which I know it's some underlying reasons, but man, I don't know why it's so difficult for the boxers to be able to unionize. You know what I mean? Like if they could like come together, bro, like they gotta cut that shit. Like cause Bud was starting to allude to it, but I don't know if Bud was able to kind of put the words together for it. But I don't understand why boxers go for that shit. You know what I mean? But he was like how, they go into these fancy restaurants on our dime type shit. And like, yeah, like why you gotta pay because you won the belt? You know what I mean? Like it don't make a lot of sense. But it's been going on forever and it don't seem that, the boxers are able to come together to be able to, unionize and push the sport into a direction that's more beneficial for them. I'm still mad that the Clippers did that to CP3. Nah, I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's I think it's fault on both sides. I think the Clippers was wrong for the way that they handled the situation in the middle of the night. Whatever happened behind the scenes, I think that a Hall of Famer like like Chris Paul deserved better. At the same time, he wouldn't be the first Hall of Famer that got done bad at the end of his career. But my thing is the numbers came out to 300K for 6%. Normally is 3%, so it would have been even more. What do you mean by that, bro? I don't know what you. So I think the numbers came out to 300K for 6%. Normally it's 3%, so it would have been even more. You saying even more than what it normally would be by that? I mean, that's probably the same thing Bud is saying. You know what I mean? Boxing needs a boxing association like how the NBA has a player association. No, that's facts, but like there it's they'd have to. It got to be a union. I mean, a unified effort because no one person is gonna sacrifice themselves. You know what I mean? You know, nobody. Or besides Colin Kaepernick, and everybody see what happened to him, so nobody want to. You know what I mean? But so yeah, it can't just be one fighter. You know what I mean? Even the best fighter, it can't just be that one fighter. It's got to be all of them. You know what I mean? It really, literally got to be all of them. Yeah, because he only had to pay 300K, which is 6%, but they normally pay 3%. Okay, okay, I got you, I got you. I mean, that's what he's basically saying that the WBC was taxing, like trying to overcharge him type shit. Who would be the face? No, face of what? Of like of the organization. I mean, would that be something that they, if they was able to first come together? And I think that, but I think that every sport is competitive. I think every sport is competitive, but boxing is just a different level of competitive. And I think that's why it's never been able to truly happen. Because what I was finna say is for like the players association and shit, the players vote. You know what I mean? And they vote on who they want to be the head or whatever, you know what I mean? And the boxers could do that as well. I guess by definition they probably still could do that because there's so many boxers. But it's you know, yeah, it's just it will be difficult, I think, for sure. Um, it definitely will be difficult, but you know, it's just that's just something that they would need to do, bro, to go away from so much of the bullshit. Like it's so much of the bullshit in the sport. Yeah.
What a lovely afternoon,
Like
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
some of the
Getting set
bullshit
to
that
rumble
we, the
your
general
Fire
public, don't
Monday.
even really
Fighting
even
Todd
be
Grisham.
normally
Alongside
aware
me,
of.
Johnny
But
Nelson.
it's so
Pleasure's
dumb, bro.
always
It's so
mine, my
dumb
friend.
And
to
now it's
say,
time for the tale
you know
of
what I
the
mean,
tape.
these boxers
Sugar Ray
that are worth
Robinson,
millions of
fighting
dollars,
135
they
pounds,
need to pay to
still
have this
5 foot
belt,
11
bro.
inches
We
tall.
don't even
I
know
don't know,
all of the
but he
belts,
did
bro.
it, and he's
Like
got a
the
record
average
of
person like me, I
72.4
would have to
inches.
Google
And he'll be
to
taking
see
on the
what are
legend
the all of the
himself,
belt organizations.
Sugar
Those
Ray
the
Robinson.
belts are not
Many
more
consider him
important
to
than
be
the
the
boxers,
greatest
bro.
fighter in the
Like honest,
history.
like I can't say
Crawford,
what they was
pound for
back in the
pound
day,
best
but in
in the world.
2025,
Fighting
where
out of
you know
Nebraska, USA,
technology
one of the
is able
greatest
to
of all
you know
time.
make everybody a superstar,
They're off.
bro. Those belts are not more important than the boxers to where the boxers gotta pay to have the belt. It don't make sense.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New
If
York,
Bud
one
and
of our
Canelo was fighting,
all-time greats
right,
at 174
and there was no belts on the line,
average
people
world
still
weight.
gonna watch
The
that fight.
welterweight champion of the
You know what I
world,
mean?
the
Like
5-time middleweight champion
the
of the
belt should
world,
have to pay the
Sugar
boxers, bro. Like honestly, like I don't know, like that shit don't make no sense.
Fighting
I
in the
know
blue
WBC got like 5 belts, and
corner,
think
from
about that.
Omaha,
If they
Nebraska,
taxing Bud
and
like
the
that,
acclaimed
and they got 5 different belts, they take like that's a hell of a hustle, man. To not have to really do shit. They really don't do much of shit because the promoters set up the fights, right? The you know the promoters set up the marketing and shit for the fights. That's what promoting come in that, right? So the promoters set up the fights, the fighters fight the fights, the trainers train the fighters. What does the WBC do exactly? You know what I mean? Like they don't do shit, bro. So why do you gotta pay them? Like it don't make no sense.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. It's all offense all the time. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and 2 gladiators going at it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
That counter shot lands. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
All right, man. I was cooking that round. Let's see if we can keep that shit going.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to
It's like the government collecting taxes. But what makes them the government, though? Yeah, I mean, because you have the states sanction the fight, right? Like you gotta have a license in that state to fight, right? So the states are the ones who the government is really the government in that situation, right? So it's not like, you know what I mean? Like But I don't know how. I'm pretty sure they got some way that they have to, you know what I mean? But I know your boxing license come from the state. I know that. You know what I mean? I know that for a fact because so yeah. So I don't like. I'm sure they do something, but it's just not really sure what. I'm not sure what it is. You know what I mean?
Puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then we'll strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Hook just can't find the target. Just missed with that hook. So much firepower here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Hey.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Come on. You've led him back into this.
Let's get it started in round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I ain't comment with that. That's what I mean.
They both want a knockout, you can tell.
Oh, I missed that.
Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer.
Right.
I'm not going to.
I mean, I gave up
Then I've
this
seen
round.
some mad punchers with a
Shit,
chin
we
like
closed
that.
it out.
As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Ooh, I thought my straight was landing. I felt like if that straight would have landed, that would have been, I would have done damage. I would have done damage.
Perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs.
Good work, my boy. Good work.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
All right. Just gotta stay composed with it.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round.
Yeah, they gave that one. All right.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think this is...
See what type of time he on.
Here we go to the 4th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing.
Damn.
You won that hands down.
I like my shots landing a little bit better in
Here we go
orthodox.
with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Whoa, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How did they survive that?
Defense, defense. defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. He scores with the counter. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Straight right, just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
All right.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that.
Who's up? I'm up. I'm up 3-1 right now. You talking about this fight?
You're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Hey, I like that round. Good work. Don't be... Okay, focus. Focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Put the pressure on.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed.
I want to catch him. It's not letting me though.
What do you think of this fight so far, John?
It's not letting me,
So
bro.
much speed. What happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when
Damn.
the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Good punch. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. Nope, that hook won't score. How about that time counter shot? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last.
All right, I gave that round away. Trying to do too much.
Here we go in the 6th round.
Trying to do too
This
much.
fight has been. Did you see that?
Trying to do
Terrence
too much.
Crawford just got rocked. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little fake with them, pickpocket them.
That's on me.
There's a counter shot. This has been a very... Did you see that?
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
punching. That counter punch caught him clean. Nope, that uppercut does not score. This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. You know
Oh,
the
let that
scorecards are
in.
going to be all
This
over the
dumbass
place in this one. Crawford got hit.
Man, this game, bro. This
Thank
game,
goodness
bro.
we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Oh, man. I get punished for trying to hit him with a power shot. I get punished. All right.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's
Coasting this fight.
There's the bell, start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter shot. He parries away the left uppercut.
He got me with that.
Well done with that counter shot.
Got a pocket.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it.
Man, this shit is so stupid, bro. Like, I can't, bro. This shit is so fucking
He
stupid,
set it up
bro. Like,
perfectly.
I'm trying to, like, I don't.
I've got to see that again.
Oh, man, this shit is not it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Comfortably.
Oh, man, I feel like, it's on me, though. It's on me. I started fighting his fight.
Continue, but how much more do they have left?
Started fighting.
Now
All
it's
right.
about
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do.
All right.
Crawford and we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round,
How about that impact? Let's see that again. In
Good shot, man. Good shot.
even I've got to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
All right, GG's, man. GG's.
So time to go celebrate.
I just feel slow as hell with Bud, man. As the fight went on, I just felt slow as hell. GG's 2K time, man. I wanna, I'm gonna play 2K. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play 2K a lot, but it's like, bro, I gotta find a way to deal with this game, bro. You know what I mean? I gotta find a way to deal with it. Cause I wanna still stream it. I do. I wanna still stream it. So I gotta just find a way of dealing with it. You know what I mean? And I did feel slow, bro. Like his punch speed is 88. You're a little bit faster in southpaw, but still not fast enough. But I was fighting good with him. I mean, he good with cause he got what that sting like a beast. So them counter punches do a little bit of damage. And I can switch. I can fight southpaw and orthodox. But damn, he feels slow as hell, man. This game be frustrating though. It's just because it just don't be making a lot of sense. But you gotta fight the game as the game is right now. You know what I mean? Gotta fight it like it is right now. But damn, that shit don't be making a lot of sense to me in the middle of the fight, and it's like trying to make sense of this shit while the fight going on, and it just don't be making a lot of sense, man. Now I gotta be more patient though. When I was patient and on so many levels, it's that's what I had to do with 2K. Gotta be more patient. Joe Frazier, and I heard that the Joe Frazier cheese is kind of took over this motherfucker. So is that what we finna deal with? Logan Joe, yeah. No, he got that uppercut that's like real hard to block type shit. Thought that was gonna be a counter. Hey, uh, one of y'all to throw on that squabble up for me since that's the stream title type shit. That's the theme song for today.
Listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back.
Nice round.
Be a bitter.
You think Usyk greater than Joe? Uh, that's a good one, bro. Because I still I want to give Usyk some credit. You know what I mean? All the credit that he's earned, because he's earned some credit. Let's say. I'd say no. I'd say the fight of the century. The fight of the century gets you that over Tyson Fury. Yeah. I'm a just because Usyk resume is so low. Because Joe, in my opinion, Joe really don't got a lot. Joe don't got a lot outside of the fight of the century and what he did to get placed inside that fight of the century, right? You gotta respect that as well. But after that, his career kind of was all downhill, in my opinion. But Usyk really only got the Tyson Fury wins, right? So I think that the fight of the century is better than both of Tyson Fury fights. Yo, Bobo. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Joe hit your ass. You damn sure feel it. He caught me with a good shot there. I'm like, damn. Shit went hard. Man, walked in and out. I don't lie. I can't lie. I really don't like the West Coast sound, but K-Dot be jamming regardless. You know, all of them kind of these days, they all want to sound like Draco to me. I wasn't a real big fan of Draco. I don't know, man. I didn't land it. I was gonna go low. I didn't land it. I will up. I will up. Hey, GG's, man. it's crazy to me though. Like I ain't gonna lie, like it's crazy how much K Dot sound like Draco on that whole album, bro. Like I can't get away. Every time I hear those songs, like, cause that was the theme. But like I say, that is the West Coast sound now. But it's like, damn, bro. Like, I wonder if he broke off like Draco people for that. You know what I mean? Cause like,
Out of Beijing, China, looks to pick up
it's
another
crazy because he don't sound, he don't rap like Draco. So why to like do a whole album sounding just like him? It's crazy to me.
King Ryan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Beijing, China.
And don't get me wrong, K Dot, you know, raps in a lot of different, got a lot of different flows. But damn, bro, like this shit just, I don't know, it's crazy to me.
Fighting out of the blue corner from Victorville, California.
Usually you don't need a weather report. So here we go.
All right, we definitely got the stamina advantage. So.
These two fighters are made for one another. The courage on display here is incredible. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you get hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fighter on fight.
Well done with that counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
Oh, I thought I could find that. Oh, the connection is super bad in this fight.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Throws the jab, it doesn't score.
Trying to get underneath the jab because I know it's coming.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Connection's so bad, though.
Talk about Jukan in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another
God.
Woo. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That punch scores. not finding its target.
And
No rest for the weary. Despite what the judges
I'm fucking up.
there are no losers in this
fucking
one.
up. All right.
Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Yeah, that was a jammer. I don't even know if I've ever heard this song from Common before.
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. He misses with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. That punch landed. Good counter punching. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Tried to score with a jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch.
Wow.
A perfect counter shot.
Man.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided three.
It's on the collab album with him and P-Rock. Okay. I mean, it still was a dope song. Don't get why. That would be something that
Round 4. Well, there's no
got
doubt
pushed
about
out.
who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my
Beauty
motto
of
is,
music,
if
man.
it's not broken, why change it? An
Find-
excellent last round, everything works.
You can find a gym just sitting in somebody's
Keep
basement.
doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands.
I'm really wanting to work his body because I know Ryan don't got good
One punch
stamina
can change
compared
anything when
to
these two step in the ring. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You don't want to trade shots. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
You know.
Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that?
Come on.
There's the bell to start round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Caution being thrown to the wind. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fight? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or
Yeah.
break through.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That jab doesn't find a home. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation.
They
mode.
gave
We're
him
gonna
that
need a
round
knockout.
back.
Well, sometimes it. Come on.
Just keep that.
Let's start the
Keep working that body though.
stools and ready to go.
His
Let's hope this
stamina
round is
definitely
more
lower than
competitive.
mine.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Bro.
Straight right just misses. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Straight right just misses.
Damn.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Which fighter will say no mas? There's a scoring blow. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now,
I don't get why you should. You should be able. I should be able to pull that and counter it.
So I got to respect.
It is what it is. That's the shot I land.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Throws the jab but does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
I feel like the only thing is that fucking
Let's talk about Zhu Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So they don't.
body jab. Just throwing that jab and trying to get out, and I can't counter it with the overhand.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Come in
Wait
close,
for the
though,
reaction.
he's going.
Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Oh.
Trying to land that jab. Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Big shot, and down goes Garcia.
How you end it, man?
And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
Overnight celebrity of fire song though. Yeah. Definitely a gem.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. And next to me, Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the...
This battle.
All the talking has been done. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Nice work to block that left uppercut. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
So hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. He's just got caught with a big right. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch is beginning to take its toll. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Hey.
Talking about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. There's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That uppercut does not score. Good counter punch. Hook misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Hey.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. There's the bell to start round three. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Chris misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. They exchange punches. Can't land that jab. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match
It's crazy, boy. I keep it 300 like the Romans, 300 bitches with a Trojan. Yeah, nah. You know, Kanye was a genius, man. You know, it's a thin line between brilliance and insanity, they say.
An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until
I was wondering, listening to that song, I was wondering because I know in Chicago you had like, wasn't it like a 300 game?
There's no way this fighter can go.
I think I remember a 600.
To these blows just isn't the same.
But I know he's from Chicago, so I wonder if that was like supposed to be a omen to where he's from, maybe.
With a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch.
God damn it.
Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that hook. A perfect counter lands. She blocks that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, 300. It was a 300. I thought so. I thought so. Damn, this song made me emotional in a good way. I dig it, man. Who this Wiz, right? Yeah, this
Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why
I ain't heard Wiz in a minute. Keep it up.
everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is no matter how much. Oh, wait a minute! Crawford in trouble! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it, but do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Hey, man.
That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. And there's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good punch. That counter shot lands. Do you believe what we are seeing? Just avoids the left uppercut. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Just missed with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage
Damn,
after
look
that
at my
last round.
stamina. Wow, I'm in this coach.
Here comes round
Well, this is
7.
seven.
That round was complete
You gotta
domination.
come.
Let's see if we can shake things up
You gotta-
here in this round.
Todd,
Gotta
my
be
motto
smart.
is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. Nice work to block that right uppercut. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not so tense anymore. Trying to loosen things up. I like it. punch and just got countered. Can't connect with that right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut's blocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can't score with that right uppercut. Nice counter. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's bombs away. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes.
That's how you close the show, man.
There's no way to get up when you get clipped with a
All
shot
right.
like that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous.
Clean sweep on that one, man. I'm telling you, man, Bud feels slow in that matchup. Definitely feels slow. Damn, look at his head health. Them uppercuts I land must have did real damage. It's kind of crazy when you look at it. I don't get why I only got the one knockdown then. Like, if I was fucking him up like that. But, all right, man. All right, man. That's definitely a GG's. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and end it on that note. I mean, we can't expect to have a fight go better than that. And why not end on a win, you know? So yeah, definitely appreciate, man, everybody that came through, you know. Check out the content. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Peace.